Hey guys, welcome to Film Podcast. This is a little special episode that we're doing. It's not the typical one because I'm on camera, but I'm here. I'm Philip Foley, if you guys didn't know that. Philip, film, combine it together, film.
Wait.
What?
That's pretty creative.
Low key, it is. I can't take full credit, just in case my homeboy Justin is listening. He helped me create it, but just want to give him a shout out. But I'm here with my boy Isaiah. If you guys don't know, this is one of my friends that I always be talking movies with, and we're on the set of where I do the sports podcast with my homeboy Ant-Man. Follow Run the Play Network real quick. Like, subscribe, follow. Just want to put that out there.
Plug.
But pretty much we're starting this because we love movies, and the way we just want to talk about this is we want to have an authentic take pretty much on, or just straightforward takes on what we see and if we like and dislike it. And we just want to keep it simple. We don't want to like do too much. We don't want to try to act like we're like Oscar critics, even though I feel like we can have takes like that in the future.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like we got some pretty good takes.
There's some things we're passionate about.
Oh yeah,
yeah, for
1,000. We're gonna be arguing probably later on.
For sure.
But yeah, we just want to keep it like as straightforward as possible. We just want to show you guys who we are. And by starting that off, we want to talk about our Letterboxd 4, which I just learned about.
Just learned.
No,
So,
literally.
Real fast before talk about the way I take Letterboxd 4. Letterboxd explains it as your favorite movies. I think it's usually just a way of showing your range in movies, like your variety, what kinds of movies you like. So especially for me, this isn't necessarily my like top 4 favorite movies, but this is definitely the movies that I think best define me.
Yeah.
I think you'd say the same, right? I know you.
Honestly, yeah. Like I still. Well, actually, yeah. Looking at this is kind of me. This is kind of me. It's gonna be weird, but hey, that's me.
Let's just get into it then.
Yeah, let's hear what you got.
You want me first?
You want me to go first?
I mean, I can go first if you want me to.
I'd be cool with that.
All right. So for my Letterboxd 4, I have Tick Tick Boom, John Wick 4, Wall-E, and Logan. You want to give yours?
Okay. For my top 4, I have The Last Holiday, starring Queen Latifah, The Amazing Spider-Man, starring Andrew Garfield, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, starring Shamiek Moore.
We're gonna get into that later.
I just had to look that up. Sorry. The Perks of Being a Wallflower as my 4th one. It was an interesting movie with me, starring Logan Lerman. Sorry about that. But it's just an interesting movie to me. But that's my top 4 with Letterboxd. If you guys hate it, let us know down below in the comments. If you guys love it, please let us know. We want the encouragement.
Yeah.
But let's get into it.
All right. Want me to hit you with the news?
Yeah, what's up? What's up?
All right. Well, our first news story, Anya Taylor-Joy is being eyed for Spider-Man 4.
Bro.
What is she playing? Who is she playing?
Honestly,
I think we have a good idea. I think we know exactly who they want her to play.
yeah, I like it, though.
I do, too.
Because I'm not going to lie. I did not want to see Sydney Sweeney in that damn movie.
Well,
I did not know.
I don't agree with you.
No, I did not want to see her in a Black Cat costume.
Anya Taylor-Joy is obviously being eyed for Black Cat. They haven't said that yet, but that's like kind of the genuine assumption because we know they're not going to do Gwen. She's a little too old. Not like she's old, but like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think she could play the part, especially with what they're doing with, I think, Peter and MJ. I don't think they really want a Gwen.
I feel like her attitude would be pretty good for Gwen, though.
I think she could do it for sure. I just don't think that's what they want to do. I don't think they want to rope in another girl. And I think if they were to, I think Black Cat is perfect because if we think, which we're going to get into, like what we think Spider-Man 4 is going to be, I think Spider-Man 4 is what they've talked about. It's going to be about him just dedicating his life to being Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And that's where the Black Cat relationship comes from, is him fully Spider-Man. It's no Peter Parker. It's all Spider-Man. So I think that's like a great way of roping in that relationship while also trying some way to bring back Zendaya. However they do that, I literally don't know. They did say she's not going to have a big part in the movie.
I was about to say, what's going to be her part, though? Is it just going to be like she's going to be working at the diner, like usually, and she's going to like pop up? Like it's like, imagine it's like he keeps going back to that diner over and over again, like to maybe form a new relationship, but it's just so hard for him to. And then boom, Black Cat or Gwen Stacy, whatever the heck they cast Anya Taylor-Joy is. But I like that casting because I feel like Tom Holland and Anya Taylor-Joy would be a good couple.
I think
in the movie universe. Don't get me wrong, Zendaya's still queen. I'm being for real.
Yeah, I think it could work. I just think The only problem with the diner thing, it just depends on when they set the movie. Because if I remember correctly, in No Way Home, Zendaya going to MIT. That's where they were going. Yeah, that's the dream school they wanted to go to.
They were both, and then what was his name? Ned. He's
Ned
going to
also.
MIT.
Yeah, so they're all going except Peter, obviously. So the movie would have to be set during a break, like a winter break
And
or
then
a summer
somebody
break.
said he's gonna be in college too, but I think it's gonna be community.
Yeah, yeah. They're gonna do what's his college? Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I'm forgetting.
Wait.
It's so bad.
What's the name? What's the name of the school again? His high school? Because I think that's. I mean, it's not embarrassing.
No, it's like one of those things I know, and it's like gonna piss me off because someone's gonna say it.
Oh, that's what you mean. Like
yeah,
right when
like,
you.
I'll literally be like, oh yeah, you're right. It
What is
doesn't
the
matter.
college
Regardless, like he's going to that school once he finishes his high school like stuff because remember he had those books at the end of the movie. So it would have to be during like a summer or winter break where she's back and like she's with her mom and he's like trying to maybe she's working at the diner again and he's trying to like really like put a relationship on, but it's just not gonna work out because just this guy, you don't know who he is, but
either way, I love that they're trying to get that romance aspect in because
yeah, I'm excited.
With the stuff that they've been saying for this movie, all the things that are going to be in it, I'm like, how are you gonna balance that with being Peter Parker, with being Spider-Man, and then you got to deal with all this multiverse stuff with it?
I really hope they don't talk about multiverse. I don't think they are gonna talk about multiverse too much unless it's in a post-credit scene.
I'm not gonna lie though, I'm not gonna be mad if they don't do the multiverse thing. Because I do like the idea. I like both ideas. That's the weird thing about me. I like a grounded Spider-Man movie that they were talking about, and I like the whole multiverse aspect of it. Because like if there's gonna be a multiverse, we're definitely gonna see Tobey and Andrew come back. But if there isn't, then we get a true Spider-Man take that, and this is the fourth one, so it's gonna be set up no matter what for the next 2 movies that Tom Holland's gonna be in.
Yeah, but I don't think they want to use it as setup for like the wider MCU. I think especially with Secret Wars and Doomsday, right? Coming up, like I don't think they want to just they're obviously not trying to set it up too hard besides Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
They just want to do it and get multiverse out of the way and like move on.
That is true.
So they can get that clean slate, you know?
Either way, I think that they can't fail with Spider-Man 4.
No, I don't think so either.
No matter what
set up for greatness. As long as Sony doesn't get their hands on it.
That is true. Sony.
Speaking of Sony,
oh man.
Did you see they're trying to reboot the villains already? Craven flopped so hard and then they were like, "You know what? We're done. We're not making these movies anymore." Literally, I'm walking in to watch Craven. I'm on my phone, and I see they're trying to reboot it. And I'm like, no way.
I'm just trying to figure out what has been going on in that office or whatever, whoever's in charge of letting these movies go. Like, what made you... Because you've been hearing this stuff about they had the option to use Spider-Man.
Yeah, and they chose
but
not to.
they chose not to.
It's
I'm
because
like,
of Venom. It's because of Venom, dude. Well, Venom did so good without Spider-Man. They were like, oh, we don't need it, you know?
But it's just like, what made you think that all these other villains, Morbius, stinking Kraven the Hunter, who not a lot of people know. Like, not a lot of people know Morbius, not a lot of people know Kraven.
I think Kraven could have worked. I think he's the one that, like...
I mean, yeah, but, like, I knew a friend... I was talking to him because he apparently wanted to see it, and he didn't even know that Kraven was a Spider-Man villain.
Yeah, that's...
And he's fair. Like, I'm not going to say he's a comic book nerd, but he's kind of, like, with the movies. Mm-hmm. He watches movies a lot.
He follows the content.
Him saying that was like, oh, dang, so I guess Kraven isn't a villain up there like that.
Not yet. I would love for him to be that, though.
Oh, yeah, he's cool. Like, but I don't know. The way Sony's running the whole Spider-Man... the Sony Spider-Man universe without Spider-Man is just weird to me, bro. It's just weird.
It's so bad, dude. It's just really embarrassing, and I don't really know. Like, it's Sony wanting to cash in on their own universe. Mm-hmm. I originally thought it was just them trying to keep the IP, but I don't think that's true. I think people were saying they didn't need to do that, but I really hope they just sell to Disney. That's like. You'll never catch me saying that anywhere else, but just sell to Disney.
You gotta do it now, bro. You have to do it.
They have the right people. Kevin Feige, for the most part, knows what he's doing. Mm-hmm. Not a perfect man, but he's a smart man, you know? He's not a perfect man, but he's a smart man. So I think he just get his hands on Spider-Man, like fully, complete control, and I think they'll cook.
Oh, yeah. As long as it goes, I mean, the fans love Kevin Feige, so either way.
Yeah.
But you know another issue that needs to be talked about? The Shamiek Moore issue.
Let me get into it.
What the heck is going on with that, bro?
All right. So I don't know if you saw, I think like a week or two ago, he posted a picture with Laura Harrier. Yeah. She was Liz from Spider-Man Homecoming. Yeah. Posted a picture with her, and I remember seeing it and being like, oh, dang, like, he's Poland. Like, I didn't know that. Like, what the heck? Flash forward till yesterday, right? she posted a video. I don't know when the exact day was, like, the video was posted, but this is when I saw it yesterday. Basically,
she is not eating soup while talking
okay,
about
so it's
this,
a video,
bro.
Yeah, it's a video of her eating soup and talking about how this entire situation is messed up, and this is a really weird situation. This is a quote. It says, this is from Discussing Film. It says, I asked him, hey, can you take this down? I don't know why you would post that. I'm getting married. I don't like the insinuation. It's still up. It's effing weird. You want to know something even weirder about the picture he posted 2 weeks ago?
What's up?
That picture was taken 1 year ago.
No.
And someone was recording. I think it was at a party or something.
No.
Dude,
Shamiek.
It's so embarrassing.
Miles. What are we doing?
No, he knows what he's doing. He's trying to make Haley jealous. Because maybe Haley will leave Josh Allen if he sees he's
Just say that sentence again. Maybe Haley will leave Josh Allen, the star quarterback for the Buffalo Bills.
He's Spider-Man. He's Spider-Man. How do you get better than that? He just needs to prove himself. It's
a leap of faith.
It's a leap of faith.
I'm so sorry for laughing, bro. I low-key feel bad,
No, I'm not
bro.
sorry at all. I'm sorry for her. I'm not sorry for him.
Yeah,
This is a really weird situation.
But it's embarrassing, bro.
It is, bro. He deactivated his Twitter and Instagram. He's that embarrassed. Which, I mean, to be fair, when everyone's, like, tagging you on, like, clips and stuff, like, I doubt you want to be on that. But it's very obvious that, like, he posted that picture as, like, a way to, like, capture everyone's attention. I don't think it was specifically towards her. It would be like, hey, guys, look, like, girls like me. But even after doing that, she's like, she also in the video, I didn't mention, in the video, she's like, we're not even that close.
She said that?
Like, we just happen to see each other at a party, and because of, like, the space we're in, like, her being in a Spider-Man movie, him being Miles, like, it's...
Yeah.
Like, they were like, oh, like, let's take a picture.
Oh, my gosh. Shamiek.
It's a rough situation.
Bro.
I don't really know much to say. It's just like, damn. Poor guy. But not poor guy, because also that's really weird. But
wait, so with the Haley Steinfeld thing, did they have a thing?
Never.
They never had a thing.
You've seen a lot of the clips of them, like, in interviews and stuff, like during the press cycle, especially for Across the Spider-Verse. I don't know about Into the Spider-Verse. I don't think it was as big of a problem, but especially for Across the Spider-Verse, there's a lot of, like, instances where he was like, yeah, you know, it's so easy flirting with Gwen when I'm staring at Haley. And she's just sitting there, and she just, like, awkwardly laughs.
Wow.
And, like, especially seeing her during, like, the Arcane, like, press cycle, where her and Ella Purnell are, like, really close. Like, they laugh, they have fun, whatever. Like, she is very obviously uncomfortable in all of those situations. And this happened on multiple occasions. It wasn't just that one thing. It was, like, 4 or 5 instances, maybe more.
Oh, my gosh, man. So
It's
this
rough.
is worse. This is worse than I thought.
Yeah, it's rough. I don't really even know, like, much to say. Just, I guess, like, I hope Shamiek's doing okay.
Yeah.
I hope, poor guy. But
honestly,
also,
whoever's close to him, please check on him during
'cause
this time, because
he's getting bullied right now. But also, to be fair, like, you can't be doing that, bro.
Yeah.
She's engaged. Both the girls that you're trying to flirt with, one was dating at the time, the other one was engaged.
Honestly, bro, just get your game up, go out, meet somebody, have a conversation, actually get to know them, get close, and just stay off of the internet.
Stay off the internet, bro.
I want to say 2 months. I'll give it 2 months.
No, maybe. Well, yeah, probably 2 months.
I'll give it 2 months.
People move on fast.
Something else is gonna happen.
Something else is gonna happen.
But you know who else has a rough background? Clayface. I'm gonna try to make transitions for everything. I don't care.
Awful. I thought we were going straight into the Mummy talk. I thought, you know what else has a rough background? The Mummy.
You know, we can talk about the Mummy.
Let's talk about the Mummy.
I'm gonna make a transition for everything. I'm making that challenge right now.
Let's talk about the Mummy, because they're doing another one. You have it. Who's directing it again? I forget.
Okay, so the director the person who made Evil Dead Rise is writing and directing the new Mummy movie. How do you feel about that?
I don't know Evil Dead Rise. I didn't watch Evil Dead Rise.
I have never watched
this is
any
what I'm
of the
gonna
Evil
say.
Dead movies.
I watched the trailer for that movie. I was like, yeah, no, I'm good. Like, that's too much. So I'll watch this movie, but I'm not excited to watch this movie. I talked to you about it a little bit. I've seen the first Mummy. I watched the first Mummy this year, actually. I haven't seen any of the other ones. I watched the first one this year, and it's an incredible movie. But I hated it so much. I hated every second.
So why did you hate it?
All right. So I hate spiders. And my friends knew that going into this movie. And they're like, Isaiah, you got to watch this movie. Like, it's going to be so fun, whatever. And I'm like, you know what? Fine. Sure. Let's do it. I've done the Universal ride. I know how it feels when the spiders, like, they blow the air. And I'm just like.
That's my favorite ride in Universal.
That ride's so fun. But, like, dude, I knew about the spiders going in. I just didn't know how egregious it was going to be.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Bro, it was so egregious.
That
they
must
have little
sucked.
scarabs, and, like, the spiders, like, crawl out of them. And I hate. My brother knows. Producer Anthony, he knows. I hate spiders crawling out of eggs. My friends send me videos of that. Like, it'll just be a guy doing a normal thing, and it'll cut to that. And I'm like, I hate stuff like that. And literally the entire Mummy movie's that. The action's sick.
Which and this is the old one with Brandon Fraser,
Yes.
right? Okay,
Yeah, it's the original.
Remember, I don't remember spiders. I remember roaches and all
it's
that.
a lot
the
of
little beetle things.
Bro, watch it again. It is they have the spiders that crawl into you and like eat you from the inside, and then
I thought those were the beetles.
where they might have been still regardless bugs. Bro.
You're like
regardless
that's
bugs,
disgusting.
I don't.
All right,
know
my bad.
Every time they'd pop up, I'd like look away. So I don't know what they were, but I hated it. So,
Oh, man.
But this like, I'm down for this because if we're getting a full horror Mummy,
Yeah.
that sounds sick. Like that sounds really cool because the Mummy definitely like. I think a lot of people would say the first one, it's like pretty creepy. It's not like a scary horror movie, but like because there's really good action. But I think this works, especially after the flop that was the Tom Cruise
I don't
Monster
even want
Universe.
to talk about this stinking Tom Cruise movie, bro.
Yeah.
That embarrassed me.
I think they want to go full like Alien Romulus, like let's bring it back, but like in this case, an extreme where it's like let's make this something different, but it still fits the same like vein of what the Mummy is, you know?
Alien Romulus was so good, bro.
It's a great movie.
I love that movie.
And honestly, if they're taking notes from that and they're like, hey, let's make something scary like that, but put it in the Mummy universe, like I think you have a banger.
Oh, yeah,
Like I think you have a
1000%.
banger. Like I think that could be sick.
Alien Romulus is so much better than I thought it was, bro.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
I thought it was gonna be like interesting, like getting in that whole thing and watching just the whole like this new modern take of it for a sec, but they did a really good job with that movie.
did.
And then the fact that they're making a sequel for it too with the brother and sister relationship that they had in it, I think that was a really cool option. I think it was. But the Mummy, I love it. I remember watching this a billion times as a kid. I remember like the first one, second one, third one. The fourth one that came out with Tom Cruise, I wanted to throw up. It was that bad. I don't know
Never
what they were
seen it.
thinking.
I need
Don't
to
watch it.
I should watch it.
Don't
So
watch
you're
it.
telling me to watch it.
No, I'm telling you not to
I'll
watch
probably
it.
watch it.
Don't
This week.
Don't freaking watch the movie, Isaiah. Don't do it.
The most I've seen in that movie, real fast before we move on, and sorry to cut you off.
No, you
but
good.
The most I've seen in that movie is IMAX released a trailer where there was no audio, like no dialogue audio, and it's just the sound effects. It's the funniest thing you'll ever watch.
Oh yeah, I was embarrassed when I finally watched that movie. I was like, "Mom, come in here, look at this." And then she was like, "What is this?" I'm like, "A terrible movie." She's like, "Is this the Mummy with Tom Cruise?" I'm like, "Yeah, don't watch it." But yeah, bro, I'm embarrassed to even say I've seen that movie.
Yeah, but you know it isn't gonna be a terrible movie.
What?
Superman.
Yeah,
We reacted. Go on the TikTok, go on the Instagrams, go on the YouTubes. We reacted to the trailer. Phil not as hot on it as I am.
Yeah, I think the beginning of it really cool. I think the effects look pretty decent, especially the flying didn't look that bad. The flying
I
didn't
feel like
look that
especially
bad.
recently we see a lot of movies with awful flying.
Yeah,
Black
yeah.
Adam. What I always think of.
I don't think it was that bad with Black Adam. I don't think the flying was that bad.
It wasn't awful, but like it's from a distance. It's usually when you get the close-ups is when like you can tell like it looks really bad. Like you know the meme of the
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
You know what I'm
okay.
talking about. But Superman, I'm so hyped, bro. I couldn't be more excited for this universe because it's very obvious that James Gunn doesn't just want to copy Marvel.
Yeah.
Like he's like, all right, we're gonna tell our own story. We're not gonna have. I don't know if you've seen all the comments about him. He was like, yeah, the post-credit scenes are gonna be fun. They're not just gonna set up future projects.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if they still set up future projects, but I think a lot of his build-up is going to be world-based. He wants to, like, build it throughout the movies and, like, dialogue and, like, other, like, side things, not just, like, Nick Fury coming out at the end of Iron Man and being like, I'm assembling a team, you know?
That
like,
still was tough.
no, it's sick. Like, I don't want to undervalue that at all. Like, it's awesome, but it's very obvious that he wants to do his own thing, and
Yeah.
I think he wants to do something more akin to, like, Star Wars, but still, like, a little bit more connected than, like, Star Wars is.
Yeah, as long as you like if he's world building, I'm all for it. I love world building movies. I love like when they show us that. I mean, because I like characters. I do. Like, if you're introducing different characters into it, like, for example, at the end of Superman, if Supergirl comes out of nowhere, I'm not going to be mad about that. But if you literally just, like, at the end of the movie, just show, like, a floor. Like, the way, remember in Wicked, the beginning of Wicked, they show, like, that puddle, then they go on towards the hat, then they show the hat. And
then, like that kind of transition?
If they do that type, they don't need to show us words and everything, like, in the background of that. If he were just do that, like, for example, if he was to hint at Paradise Lost, that's the Wonder Woman movie, I'm guessing. That's Wonder Woman,
It's
right?
it's an HBO show. It's an HBO show based on the Mascara, but it's not. I don't think it's about Wonder Woman. He hasn't said if it's about Wonder Woman.
Oh, okay.
He said it's just about the people there.
Yeah, so even if he were to just make a landscaping like shot and then just show that and then boom, and the movie, I'd be cool with that. Like, but I don't know. I'm not mad. I think if he's really going to be focused on world building, I think that's gonna be super cool.
And there's still more to see. Just a teaser trailer, right? Like we don't know. We
You're
don't even
like,
know what
Phil,
we don't check out because we don't even know what the movie's about yet. Like from what we can tell in the movie, there's a giant eye in the sky.
Yeah.
We don't know what that means.
Honestly, I was getting Brainiac vibes.
Literally, that's what I was gonna say.
I was getting
Brainiac
vibes.
or Lex is doing something crazy. It's one of the two, but it seems more Brainiac because the tech seemed way more futuristic. So definitely Brainiac vibes, but we don't know yet, and it'd be cool to set up Brainiac. Okay, but Lex looks awesome. Like Nicholas Holt's gonna kill it. I have a strong feeling he's gonna do way better than Jesse Eisenberg. Like he's gonna kill it.
He's gonna have to, bro. I mean, I feel like everybody hated Jesse Eisenberg. Yeah. I liked him, to be honest. I like the take on it. I like when you do just something different with a character. That's
for
not
sure.
the
I like
same.
it too, but I like it when it's good. You know.
I thought it was good. To me.
To you, everyone has entitled to their own opinion.
Thank you.
Yeah, everyone's entitled. But I think James Gunn, like, not to glaze, but like not to, like he not only is he really good at world building, like think about it, like he wrote the origin of the Infinity Stones. We don't really talk about it. Like he set up a lot of the major like Marvel things, you know, like Infinity Stones, like getting more not really super into Thanos' character, but like touching on his connection with like Gamora and stuff like that. Like, he built that understanding of who Thanos was before like we even really like
knew who he was. Besides
like the look at the end of Avengers, you know.
Yeah, I think that without a doubt, for the first time I was watching Guardians of the Galaxy, like I remember watching the Marvel movies because this was when, which came first, the Winter Soldier or Guardians of the Galaxy?
It would have been Winter Soldier because it was Guardians, then Age of Ultron, then Ant-Man.
So I remember when I was first watching all these different movies like Iron Man, Thor, this and that. Like I was thinking, okay, the Avengers, cut it off, boom, that's it. And then so I didn't really know too much about Thanos or anything else. But then when the Winter Soldier and Guardians of the Galaxy came out, like the Winter Soldier showed us the whole thing of the Fall Shield, and I was like, holy crap, this is nuts. I didn't even expect that. I didn't watch any trailers for Winter Soldier. I just knew it was coming out. So seeing that, I was like, this is awesome. So getting that and then getting Guardians of the Galaxy, when it's like you're thinking you're just watching a space movie with these guys, like obviously forming a family, but just having fun with it. When you see that, when you see them open up that Infinity Crystal and the dude's talking about the origins of it, I was like, wait, they're expanding it.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. And I like the way James Gunn did it. So if he can do this, like almost, well, I don't know too, because then he said that he wants different directors for different films. And I'm not mad about that, but
Marvel did the same thing. Like,
they
had different so like I think it's like James Gunn is in a Kevin Feige position.
Yeah.
Similar with who's his co-owner? It's Peter
Safran? No, not Safran.
It is that. It's hold on, I can double check. But like
do their own Power Rangers?
He wants hold on, let me check. Yes, it is this guy. Okay. Yeah, it's this guy. Got you. Peter Safran. He wants like they're definitely in a Kevin Feige situation where they're like they oversee everything. I watched the video again. Like they were building an 8 to 10 year plan with writers, and like now it's just like we'll find the directors. So the directors will be able to put their own creative touches on things, but as like a world, it's written. Yeah. Like he created something. Like it's there. It's established already ahead of time. They're not just like, especially what Marvel's doing recently, they're not just greenlighting projects. Like he said, we're not greenlighting projects until a script is done, and I like it.
Oh, I like that idea.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
I like that fully because I hate when I'm hearing stuff about movies that aren't in the process yet.
Where's Armor Wars?
Blade.
Where's Armor Wars? Where's that? You know, like we don't even talk about that anymore.
I'm about to say, what is going on with Armor Wars, man?
Nothing. Exactly. That's exactly the thing is I think James Gunn understands what he wants to do. He sees like the problems with Marvel and the storytelling of Star Wars, and he wants to like fix the problems of Marvel and be like, hey, let's sort of like delve into similar like Star Wars territory where we're telling things from way in the past and way in the future, but we're also going to connect things like way better and tell a Justice League story at some point whenever that happens.
Honestly, take your time with it, man.
For sure, take your time. 8 to 10 years. He's got 8 to 10 year plan. So like we'll see how it shapes out. I'm excited after Superman and Supergirl, but I mean, what would you want to see from DC?
Honestly, I mean, I'm happy with like. I mean, at first I was incredibly mad because obviously, I'm still kind of a super hard fan. I'm not like crazy or what's the word, delusional like a lot of the Snyder fans, but I am a huge fan of Man of Steel, Batman vs Superman Ultimate Edition, and Zack Snyder's Justice League. But I'm willing to give this a chance because I'm hearing all the stuff that James Gunn's planning and the way he's going about it. I like it. I was mad about the Superman news, but then when seeing like the rest of the stuff, like for example, future of DCU, Waller, like the idea a little bit, but I don't really care too much.
They haven't talked about it too much because it was supposed to come out around after Creature Commandos, but Peacemaker season 2 looks like it's coming out beforehand.
But Waller, Lanterns, which I'm super excited about. The Authority, I didn't really care too much until you told me what was going on, and I was like, okay, that sounds really cool. Paradise Lost, I love Wonder Woman. I love Themyscira. If we can get something about that, especially if it's just about the world, I'm cool with that. Brave and the Bold, don't know too much about that. They're still trying to choose a Batman, but
Batman raising his son, Damian Wayne, and James Gunn says it's going to set up the Bat family.
Oh yeah.
So like,
I love the Bat family.
That's sick. Like, I mean, they talked about it. They might be doing a Teen Titans movie.
Oh yeah, the Teen Titans thing. That's when I really got on board. So I was like, all right, if you give me Teen Titans, I'm on board, bro.
But isn't that so sick? Is they're setting up background to a Bat family? Like,
exactly.
You have Robin, and then you have always Damian Wayne Robin. Like it's like we're building to something, you know?
Who do you want to lead? Which Robin do you want to lead the Teen Titans?
I think you'd play it safe and you do Dick Grayson, unless they want to do, because I think you want to do Red Hood, and I don't think Jason Todd could, like, be a leader of the Teen Titans.
I don't think he should do it.
Yeah, so then maybe they do Tim Drake.
He's not going to be emotionally stable.
Yeah, he will not be emotionally stable.
Bro,
to do
he
that.
just got out the Lazarus pit.
Yeah.
Somebody with Justice League telling him, we need you to leave the team. He's like, bruh.
You could do Tim Drake and have
I want Tim Drake.
Dick already be Nightwing, which would be cool. I guess maybe that's the way you go. I think you go Tim Drake. I feel like that's the safe. I think it's the best option.
Because if you really want like for example, do you want this to be like modern times comic books like level type thing? Because if you do, then you would want the route of Tim Drake. But if you want it to be like, you want this to be an origin, like you want it to tell a story of like the start of everything, then you go the Dick Grayson route.
Well, they're not doing the start of everything. Like, we know that, right? Like, especially with the Superman trailer, it's like superheroes are very much established. I don't know if you noticed in the trailer.
Oh yeah, there was a whole bunch of different.
Not even that. There's a dragon in the trailer. So things like this just happen. You know, like
they got dragons.
They got dragons, bro. They got dragons.
And Donkey gonna come out his mouth.
So like things just kind of happen, and I think like you have superheroes already established. So like I think you go the Tim Drake route, and you have him. You have Nightwing like on the side doing his own thing.
Yeah, like Solo being his own like, hero in the blue and black. I would love that.
I would love that too. And I think like you bring him in to a Teen Titans movie. I don't think you set him up in a Batman movie because I think they want Batman Brave and the Bold to be like a father and son movie. Yeah. I think you really you don't want too many other characters like extra characters, you know? You want it to be focused. So I think you're going to see that. And I think you see like Dick being set up in like a Teen Titans movie or something like that. Yeah. But a movie I really want. I mean, if you don't know, real fast, I know you were going through it. Like to finish it off, like we have you said Paradise Lost, right? Brave and the Bold.
Booster Gold next.
Supergirl, which films next. Clayface, and then Peacemaker season 2. Supergirl is gonna come out after Superman, 2026, I think. Yeah. Peacemaker comes out next year, which I'm so excited for. But I really want Booster Gold. Booster Gold is one of those things. I don't think it's gonna connect too hard into like his big story. It's not gonna be a setup. It's definitely a one-off project.
You feel like it's an Elseworld?
No, it's definitely not an Elseworlds because he said it isn't. Like it's gonna be in world, but I think like it's not gonna feel like a Superman or a Lanterns. Where Lanterns he described it as like an HBO show. Yeah. Not a Max original. It's an HBO show, which has a certain like connotation to it. Like that means it's serious. It's big TV.
Yeah.
Booster Gold is gonna be a good time. It's gonna be like Peacemaker season 1.
Do you feel like they're gonna have Booster Gold maybe like go into Lanterns, like maybe an outer space type thing?
No, because Booster Gold seems way more. Do you know Booster Gold's origin or no?
Not too much. I only saw him in Justice League, like the whole proving Justice League. I don't know if it was the first season or Unlimited, but I just know that I remember him popping up in the show, and he was kind of like just like a show off type person or something.
So that's what he is. So basically, Booster Gold is a character from the future who's an absolute loser. So he travels to the past with all like the future tech
to try to become a hero.
That's his whole
That's
point.
what I remember.
So it's literally like James Gunn describes it as imposter syndrome. Like that, it's like at its finest. So I think like especially with like I don't know if James Gunn is gonna write a lot of it, but I think he definitely will have his hand in it. Like I think you get a lot of really good James Gunn humor with that. Just a really weird like stupid situation. That's a show that like I'm excited to just sit and watch, but not like expecting anything crazy.
Why does it almost sound like Peacemaker?
Literally,
That
and, like,
literally almost sounds like
if you
Peacemaker.
connect it with any character, I think you do Peacemaker because I think they could have hilarious banter. Like I think that would just be perfect. But yeah, I mean, things not announced that I want to see so badly. Where's the Flash?
All right, hear me out. That one Flash movie that came out,
Yeah,
maybe James Gunn is trying to play it safe. Because think about it.
You're right. You
Think
can't
about
do it now. You're right.
Not as a comic book fan, as a general audience.
Yeah.
You just saw the Flash, and no matter how you felt, the whole general audience thought, or a lot of the most of the general audience thought, this is a terrible movie. So imagine if they hear that another Flash movie is coming out soon.
Yeah,
Like
you're not gonna want to go watch it. It's not selling.
So maybe like let this
Unfortunately.
yeah.
Then bring back Green Arrow. Let's do it. Let's bring him back. Not Stephen Amell. We'll probably recast. But like let's bring back Green Arrow. Let's bring back the CW universe. But like in DC. No?
He's fired.
I'm fine. That's it. That's it. One episode.
I'm
We're
playing.
done.
Nah.
But no,
Yeah,
like-
give me your mic.
Oh yeah.
It's done. All right, I have 2 mics now. I'm playing. All right, let's get back to it. It's not a bad idea because honestly, let's be for real. The heroes that they put out in the CW, cool.
Yeah, awesome.
The way they executed it,
For the most part.
for like let's say
hate.
like 5 seasons of it
Look,
were really good.
Arrow is awesome.
Yeah, Arrow
Consistently good the whole time.
The 3 seasons. I want to say the first 3 seasons were
Oh,
awesome.
awesome. Yeah,
But like after that, it was
season
kinda like,
4 is rough, but I think
Yeah.
after that they pick it up again. Season 4 is rough, but then they get 5, 6, 7, I think 8. Yeah, 8 seasons. It's insane. That show's awesome.
Yeah.
It's the only DC show that remains consistent.
You know what? That is true.
Like-
that is true. I didn't finish it fully through yet, but I got to like season 6, and I was kind of just like, "What are we doing?"
I mean, honestly, most of I'm just trolling about that. I mean, I would love Green Arrow. I think you do Green Arrow. I don't think Green Arrow gets enough love.
I
'Cause
think Green
he's-
Arrow would be cool.
He's an awesome character, but I think like I want the Flash. I really want the Flash. But you're right. You're
If
right.
you think about it too, because don't get me wrong, I like the Hawkeye show that came out 2 years ago or 3. When did that come out? 2021.
Yeah.
I like the Hawkeye show that came out, but I don't feel like Hawkeye got enough appreciation in the MCU. So if you can make, my bad. If you can make Hawkeye, or no, Green Arrow better than Hawkeye, maybe even have a better origin.
Yeah.
And also, he's a billionaire.
Yeah, and Arrow would have to be an origin story. I don't think
Yeah.
you have an established Arrow because I think then you like kind of take out a lot of like we know Batman, you know, like you're not doing a Batman origin, but like Green Arrow, a lot of people don't know too much about. So I think
about
like
to
you
say.
do an origin for him and it'd be sick. But I want one more thing before we move on. I think like I really want to see how they tie in video games. Like that's like we're not gonna touch on it too much, but like that's just something he mentions like 3 times in the video. I watched it again. I mentioned it 3 times, and I'm like. He talked about in animation and TV and movies and games, they want all the same actors for those projects. They want it to be like seamless between things. So like, you're not getting a Superman game then because we already have the movies. They have a Wonder Woman game coming out, but it's not going to be this. So it's going to be Elseworlds. Like, I don't know how he's going to connect video games into all this, but I love video games. So I'm just like, that's one of those things for me. I'm like, I'm so curious how they do it. I don't really have any ideas.
Just don't do Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League type crap, bro.
Yeah. We're not,
Don't do that crap.
They lost too much money. It's shutting down. I don't know if you saw that. It's shutting down. It's going away
Oh, it's shutting
forever.
down?
Yeah, the servers are going out. You're going to be able to play everything offline.
Thank
They just put
God.
Deathstroke in the game, but that's the last thing, and they're done. Yeah, they gave Deathstroke
Bro.
super speed, too, so
Why?
don't. Anyways.
Oh
yeah,
my
we
gosh.
don't talk about the awful stuff in 2024. Let's move on to 2025.
Yes, sir.
Our most anticipated for 2025.
So what did you have listed? For
I
your
have a
most
massive
anticipated?
list, but I'll give like a solid top 5. A mix of superhero stuff. I think we talk a lot about superheroes, so I don't want to talk only superhero stuff because we watch a lot of movies.
Yeah.
So, but I have to include Thunderbolts. Like Thunderbolts is I'm getting too excited. Thunderbolts, I think, could be like a Winter Soldier situation.
Yeah.
Based on vibe, I feel like it's going for that, but a little bit more like I think jokey. Like I think they want the like team like vibe. They want the Suicide Squad vibe with a more gritty tone.
Yeah.
Which is what I want. Like that's sick. Definitely Thunderbolts. I hope it works out. Mickey 17.
That actually looked pretty good.
Dude,
I like the
that
idea
trailer
of
was
it.
so funny.
I just want to know what. I think it's gonna get deep because it's the same dude who made
Parasite.
A Parasite.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering like how or what type of story is gonna be told. Like, is it gonna be existential? Is it gonna be like is it gonna be just a fun movie just to talk about Brody's clones getting killed over and over again, or is it gonna be trash? But I don't think it's gonna be trash. I think it's gonna be pretty good. But I don't think it's gonna make a lot of money because people, when you look at it, the general audience is probably just gonna be like, "This is a weird movie," but
Yeah.
I think it'll still do pretty good.
I think tone-wise, I think the trailer is setting your expectations for a different tone than it actually is. Because the trailer plays off as really funny
and
like,
silly
and like dumb and like, oh my gosh, like, oh what, there's another clone of me, this is a crazy situation. But like we know it's gonna get dark.
Oh yeah,
like it's gonna get dark fast.
I'm just trying to figure out how dark because it looks like it already is
It's
dark.
rated R, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, it is, but it's
Yeah.
like it already looks dark because it's this guy signs up because he's like, oh
I'm
whatever,
depressed,
like
I hate myself. Yeah, I don't care.
I'm just trying to go see the world apparently, and the job he signs up for is to test like how a human can die in different ways, like over and over again, and it's happening.
Oh, is that what his job is? I didn't completely understand what his job was in the trailer.
So apparently he signed up for a project where like he is literally like it's to collect data on different situations of dying, I guess, on a planet, I guess. And so over and over again, his body and himself is being tested in these different situations over and over again to see like what the capabilities of a human is, I guess, in this situation.
Yeah.
And over again, they're dumping his body on, I guess, based on how defective it is or something.
Yeah.
But you can already tell from that and the fact that there's other people doing it that, oh shoot, like what is going on Earth that is making people want to take this job?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't want to do that, especially if my consciousness is still in that body, no matter how many times I come back to life.
Yeah.
I don't want to wake up and be like, after my body gets cut in half.
Yeah. I'm excited for that movie. Let me see.
Also, how do they do that? That's one question.
Dude, I don't. Oh well, like how the cloning works.
Yeah, well, how do they transfer that consciousness over and over again? Into
Remember
a new
in
clone?
Invincible?
Yeah.
When like it's like you copy the same brain
Yeah.
at the exact moment that it's happening, so it's like nothing happened.
Oh.
Like it's like you don't know which one is you, but they're both you.
So
you know?
maybe he's like in a tube, and then they're making that clone.
Yeah, they
and
have
then-
like
the
they could have
Mauler
a-
twins.
You think they could have an original where it's like there's him and they're constantly copying him every time, like they're
Low
just, like,
key?
that like that's what it could be. Like maybe man, then we're getting into like big theory territory, but it could be one of those things where maybe he didn't sign up for this job and he got thrown into this position and then like they clone him once and like train his mind to like think that this like he chose this and that he
Yeah.
wants to do this. So now that every time he does it, so then once the
Oh,
original breaks out, it
no.
becomes like a
That would be so sad,
like
bro.
imagine not just 17 of them. We get like hundreds and they take over.
Oh god.
Then what if that's where the movie goes? Because that'd be sick. Like, I'm clipping this just in case this happens. This is gonna go on the TikTok, and if this happens, I'm buzzing this right after. I'll be like,
You're like,
yeah,
I did it. I said
did
it.
I predicted it. That'd be awesome. I don't
That's
know if
pretty
that's where it's
nuts,
going, but
man.
that'd be cool. Two more real fast. Ballerina. I
That
don't know
looks
too
really
much.
cool.
That movie, like, I don't have a lot to say on it, just because, like, for me, it's more John Wick. That's all I want, really, ever. And I think it's cool. I saw a water and a flamethrower fight. I don't know if you saw in the trailer when they're like that. Like, it's so dumb, but it's like that's awesome.
I was like, interesting. I don't know how this is going to work, but hey, that's a pretty cool thing to put on a movie screen.
Yeah. Mission Impossible: Final Reckoning. Mission Impossible.
I'm not too excited about that.
Did you like the last one?
Yeah.
Why didn't you excited for the new one?
I don't. Oh wait, no, my bad. I didn't watch the last one, but
Oh.
going through, I kind of feel like they should have ended it a long time ago.
Probably.
But
And I don't think they want to end it. Tom Cruise won't let them end it.
He said something about he wants to pass it over to Glenn Powell.
I would love that.
He said like he wants to
Give it the James Bond treatment.
Yeah.
That's what they should do.
But like American.
Yeah, that's what that's literally what they should do.
Yeah.
But Mission Impossible, I loved the last one. It was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2 more. Actually, I'll do 1 more so you can get some more spotlight.
Oh, you can name them all just in case, so I could be like, oh yeah, that was on my list too.
28 Years Later.
Yeah, that trailer was nuts.
Sick. I saw them watching Teletubbies, and I was like, "Oh, I know what we're getting into." Like, this is gonna be the scariest movie ever, dude. Yeah, bro. I see Teletubbies in anything, and I'm like, "All right, they're cooking. They know what they're doing. That's a choice."
Bro, Teletubbies is awesome. That's a comfort show. Let's be for real. Yes, it is. Say
Anyways,
yes.
28 years
say
later.
yes, Isaiah.
28 years later, it looks like an awesome zombie movie, and I'm so in. I don't know a lot about it. I'm gonna watch the original because I'm really curious. I think I would like it.
That trailer was one of my favorite trailers to watch. Like, just getting amped up for a movie.
Yeah, it looks
just
sick.
That boom, boom, boom got me into it.
Yeah, but I'll let you rock. Hit me with more.
All
What
right.
movies you're excited for?
Anticipated movies for me, obviously. You know what? I want to start off with this one because we've been talking so much about superhero movies. I do want to mention this. Sinners is definitely my number 1 movie I'm excited for because
that trailer.
It just seems like an interesting take. Like, obviously, well, actually, no, it's not obvious because we don't know what the heck it was. It seemed like zombies.
That movie, vampires.
It is vampire. I'm just saying, like, what I saw in the trailer.
Yeah, that movie is so weird.
It is.
The trailer gave nothing. Literally nothing.
That's what I want more. I want more trailers that show me, like, just... Like, if it literally just showed Michael B. Jordan sitting there narrating and just, like, a couple of screams and just wrapping up his hands and then just grabs a gun and then shoots, I'd be cool with that.
Yeah.
Because I'm getting sick and tired of all these trailers giving us too much. Like, for example, when you were talking about the Batman.
Yeah,
like,
we talked about that off
recently
camera,
there.
yeah.
You said, like, it literally showed the whole movie. And then there's some people who are like, it weirds me out because they're like, oh, I like that, though, because spoilers don't bother me. But I'm like, bro, like, I want to be surprised. Like, I want to be able to see the movie and, like, be like, oh, crap, that's insane. I don't want to hear, like, one thing that sucks that I always forget is I'm, like, not connected. I see a lot of, like, the news that's going on with movies. Like, I'll see, like, oh, this person's playing this person. And I forget that the general audience doesn't follow that account. So when I'm in the theater and I'm like, okay, here's the scene when this comes up, everybody's like, oh, shoot. I'm like, wait, you didn't know? Oh, because I follow discussing films and you don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
If they don't drop another trailer for that movie, I'd be okay with it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that, it's straight vibes. It's a tone setter. It's like, oh, this movie's going to be dark. And, like, that's all I need.
But he has a twin. That's what got me into it.
It's like, what does it mean, though? What is that? Like, I don't know. Like, it literally, like...
From speculation, his twin is a vampire. That's what they're saying.
What?
They're saying his twin is a vampire. That's what people are theorizing. And I'm like, bro, if he's like the king of the vampires or something, because remember the trailer? He sent his twin off.
Oh.
And it's like, they went away, and then now he's back, and it's like, why?
Yeah.
And also Ryan Coogler, he's directing it, and Ryan Coogler always cooks, bro. Let's just be for real. Bro, he cooks.
He does cook.
But I don't know. The fact that it's going to be Sinners, and then after Sinners is going to be, not Creed 4. What's the movie? Black Panther 3. What's wrong with me? The number 1 movie for Ryan Coogler. How did I not think of that? I don't know. Brody's going on a run.
Yeah, he's cooking.
He's going on a run. But also, obviously excited for Avatar 3.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Did you like the second one more than the first one?
Yes.
Same. Okay, yeah. The second one I think is far better than the first one.
A lot of people
maybe not far better, but it's definitely better.
I think it's better than me. A lot of people, like the overrated gang, I just like, if you don't like it, you don't like it.
Exactly. Like, why would a second one change your view on that? I don't think, like, because but I also think what's so good about the first one or the second one is it's not more of the first one.
Yeah.
I feel like the story is a lot better. It's a lot more personal, I think, like with the family and everything. And like, we're like, oh, why do we have to sit here for 30 minutes watching the kids learn how to swim? And I'm like, it builds. I don't know. Like, the payoff worked out. Like, it made like, I got connected with those kids, you know? Like, I'm like, oh, I care about these people.
I'm about to say, like, that's one thing that annoys me when people are complaining about the kids, because they're like, there was too much of the kids. But then in other movies, they'll have characters like that, like, not just kids, or like, they'll just have people that you're trying to relate to, and then when they die or something like that, you're just like, well, I didn't care about that because there wasn't enough. And I'm like, bro, what is it? Like, do you want enough of that?
Make me connected to them.
Yeah, so I like the fact that they showed us literally, like, I love the little daughter. I love the aspect of because they're doing a Messiah complex with the other girl.
Yeah, the girl
They're
with,
doing
like,
Messiah
the,
complex.
Yeah, for sure.
So
yeah,
I
yeah,
like
they're building
that.
to yeah.
And I like the brothers. I love the whole family. And the fact that I can say that, even what's homeboy's name? He's
Jake Sully?
Nah, the kid who was related to the general.
Dude, I only know Jake Sully. That's the only kid I know. That's the only guy.
The Tarzan looking kid.
Yeah, I know you're talking about that. Yeah. All their names are so weird. Like I don't think that kid's had a weird name, but everyone's name is so weird, and they say Jake Sully so many times.
Oh, that's true.
So I know that name.
And
I know Jake Sully.
Terry had one of the coldest transitions in that movie, bro.
Yeah.
Like just going out, like her son dies, and then she just goes in the full like crazy
Spoilers
angry
for
mom
Avatar
mode.
2.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Never mind. My bad.
We're learning.
Yeah.
Kid's name's Spike.
Spider.
That's
I
right.
remember.
That's right. Yeah.
Spider.
Yeah.
But
So it was something stupid.
anyways, yeah, Avatar 3 I'm excited about.
Yeah.
Wicked for good.
Yeah.
For sure.
First one was awesome.
Now You See Me 3.
Okay. I'm so curious about that one because I'm excited for Now You See Me 3 because I love the first two.
Yeah.
But like, how confident are we that that's gonna be like a great movie? Is it just gonna be a cool movie, or do you think it's gonna be like a?
You feel like are
like,
we saying?
Can you see it on your Letterboxd top 10 like movies of the year?
It's coming out in 2025, right?
Yeah.
Sadly, no.
No, because this year's stacked.
Yeah,
But
that's
I'm
why
down.
I'm like, I think it's gonna be a cool movie. I think it's gonna have a lot of cool tricks. Do I think the story is gonna be good though?
No, probably not. I mean, first two. I don't.
They've
remember the
worked
first two
on
too
it
well.
for so long though. That's why I'm like,
How long,
maybe
though?
they could. Because remember, Now You See Me 2 came out in like the 2010s,
Yeah, that doesn't
right?
mean they were working on it the whole time. I feel like it was a more recent thing.
Actually,
like,
yeah, because they did announce it.
it was like a few years ago where they were like, "Yeah, we're doing this."
Yeah. So you know what?
Because you got to remember COVID too, and then you have an actor strike, and it's like,
But that could generate like.
yeah, but that generates hype where hype shouldn't be had because
Mm-hmm.
they weren't working on the movie because it was COVID and like that doesn't
Yeah.
like that shouldn't like overhype. I don't like when people
But-
like try to get like, oh, this movie's been in development for 10 years, but it's
Yeah.
like, well, to be fair, they weren't allowed to work on it for that period of time.
That's
Or it's
true,
harder to work on.
but also the more time you have like not working on a project, the more ideas come to you.
That's true, but that's how you lose the plot too.
Yeah, that is true. So it's 50-50 with
Yeah,
that one.
that's one you have to wait and see. Like I'm
Yeah.
excited for it, but like I'll definitely be seated. But
And honestly, the last one I want to say I'm excited about. I mean, obviously Captain America 4 and Fantastic Four I'm excited about,
Yeah.
without a doubt. But I'm actually excited for Brad Pitt's F1.
okay, so I was looking at the list and I saw that. I knew nothing about this movie. It's insane budget though, right?
Oh my gosh, I think it had a $300 million budget
yeah, I'll
or
definitely
something,
watch it
or
with my
400
friends,
million.
but I'm not a big car guy, but I'll let you cook. Just explain.
I'm not a huge car guy either. I've just been seeing all this stuff about F1, and I've been hearing about like Verstappen, whatever it was. What is it?
10 minutes.
Oh, my bad. I thought you were talking about the car, but either way, I just want to see how crazy these race scenes are gonna look.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see like what Brad Pitt was cooking up, and the homeboy from forgot what the show's called. South, no, not South. The one about Brody selling coke. The black guy who's in the hood who's selling coke.
I don't think I know.
Really famous. It's on Hulu or FX.
Dope. And this
Huh.
is dope.
No, it's not dope. It's what's his?
I don't think I know.
One sec, I'm gonna find it. It's super popular. He's a really good actor though. I've seen him in a lot of like.
So is this just a movie about F1 or is it like a biopic about a specific person?
I don't
Biopic.
think so. I think this is just a straight
Biopic.
movie about like just people racing Formula One cars.
Oh. Okay, cool. I mean, I'm in. Like, I'm down. Like, that
I
sounds
s-
awesome. But yeah, that one wasn't on my radar. Like, I saw it and I was like, oh yeah.
I just
You know.
remember watching the first trailer and I was like, this is sick.
Oh, was the trailer? I did not know
Yeah.
that. Okay, I didn't watch the trailer.
They
then.
they were playing like We Will Rock You in the background, and I
Mhm.
was like, this is tough.
Maybe it'll sell me more when I actually watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I need to. It's gonna be awesome.
Yes, sir.
Next year's gonna be crazy. Next year's gonna be like. There's so many movies. Let me list all the ones that I had just real fast.
Mhm.
Thunderbolts, Superman, Fantastic Four, Ballerina, Mission Impossible, Mickey 17, 28 Years Later. I had Avatar 3, Sinners, Now You See Me 3, Tron Ares, which comes out next year also.
I'm so like iffy about that one.
That one it's gonna be a spectacle. Like it's just gonna be
Yeah.
so fun to look at. And then Zootopia 2.
Did
like,
you hear the plot of Tron Ares so far? So apparently Jared Leto's like an AI or something, and then it's like coming in the real world.
All right.
Yeah, that's
Alright.
why I'm like,
All right, we'll
shoot.
see. We'll see then. But that movie's gonna look cool.
I hope.
And there's so many more that like I'm not even on my list. Like, and there's also movies that are gonna get announced like early next year that are like gonna come out next year. You know, like we don't even know like everything.
Yeah.
There's so many things. It doesn't even count like TV shows. Like there's a lot that we're gonna. Oh, Mandalorian and Grogu, that comes out in June.
I just wish it was a TV series.
I'm so hyped that's a movie.
I'm hyped that we're getting more like Mandalorian and Grogu content. I'm just like,
I miss Star Wars on movies. That's why I'm ready.
bro, I just want
Bring
that
me back.
feeling again when I was like waiting for season 2 of the Mando.
Oh no, dude! Literally, that's gonna be an event. I'm so to see Thrawn on the big screen. That's a big deal to
I
me.
forgot that Thrawn's
That's
live
a
action.
big deal to me now.
I forgot about that.
It's insane. But yeah, that was awesome. I'm excited for 2025. It's gonna be sick. I'm ready. But this was the film podcast where we.
Oh my bad, we doing
where
an outro.
we
I
got
was
10
like,
minutes
what are
left.
we talking?
This is the film podcast where we talk about our honest takes on movies. We
Yes,
have more
sir.
to come next week. We're gonna look at the 2025 Hollywood Reporter, or no, the Oscars 2024 list.
Yes, sir.
Oscar, not what was it? I don't remember.
I think it was for Best Picture.
Best Picture nominees for the 2024 from the Hollywood Reporter, and we're gonna talk about our top 10 favorite projects of the year.
Yes, sir.
It's gonna be awesome. Stick around. I'm Isaiah.
And I'm Phil, also known as Film. But make sure to like, subscribe, follow, and add us on, well, right now, Instagram and TikTok and YouTube. And to make sure to also follow Run the Play Network.
Yeah, run the play.
All right, take it easy. Peace, y'all.